Ah, shit.
All right.
Okay, we're gonna have to Indiana Jones this, guys. Somebody put something of equal weight on the...
Okay, so
I put art locks in place of the shield.
you're standing in you're kneeling in front of the dais. You speak to it, not the dais, the stone slab. Nothing happens. You stand up, kind of look about, and just reach over. You pick up the shield. It's rather heavy, because it is a very large shield. Very thick wood and metal exterior. But as soon as you pick it up, you notice something fall from the ceiling and land on your shoulder, and you just hear a hissing noise.
I hate snakes.
You look up, and this happens.
What the fuck is that?
The whole ceiling is a writhing mass of thick black tar. Falling from the ceiling in the corner next to where you guys are standing. Bob and Snow succeed in kind of twisting away from the black sludge that flies off from it when it hits the ground. But Midge, you get splattered with all this black goo, and everywhere it hits just starts sizzling and burning. And let's see here, you take...
So, what character are you going to be playing next week?
1d6 acid damage.
TPK! TPK!
1d6 acid damage. Is that for me to roll?
That's for you. The other ones, it missed the other ones. You take 6 acid damage.
See, from my angle, it looked like a bunch of eyes, so I thought all of a sudden spiders were falling out from the ceiling.
And I am going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Why?
Because we're in combat with a giant
Because
acid
a
monster.
giant form just
Oh,
fell down from the ceiling.
Oh, that's a thing. I thought. Oh. Well, fuck me then.
There we go.
Don't do that. That's good.
Damn those initiative rolls, fellas.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, Kavara.
Oh, sorry, hang on a second.
Whoops, I didn't select my token for that. Shit.
Also, the health isn't updating on my token.
You have to manually do it. Just double click on your token and manually put it in. It's the box on the left with the numbers.
It hasn't been linked into your HP value like it should be.
I thought you said don't link it into your HP value.
Don't do it for monsters because every creature you spawn from that page with the monster will be linked. But character tokens, that's fine because there's only one character.
Okay, so I'll fix that real quick. So I'll just change this to HP if I can find it. P save Bob edit basic.
I feel like this is a moment where you'd be stereotypically British Midge and go, bloody hell, mate!
No.
P save.
But didn't we say elves are French?
Yeah.
No. HP.
Still have no idea what dragon bones are.
Elves are friends. He's just
I'm half
merit.
French. I'm half French.
Nerd.
I kind of see my character as the
save.
French mercenary from Helsinki Bridge now.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
HP.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Oh, mon parfait. I'm not going to do it.
Oh, who am I offending? The fucking Nazis?
So, Artlocks, you go first.
Despite 2 people having better initiative, okay.
Wait, it says I got you on the top here for some reason.
Yeah,
let me
wait.
just reorder that.
You need to
You've
also
got
add...
to click the
fire.
cog wheel. You got to click the cog wheel and then in ascending order.
You've also got to manually attack... manually
Setting?
manually put in
the
Kavara.
initiative roll, so you have to put me in manually.
What did you get?
22.
Let's see. How do I add you in? Add. God, how do you add a Roach? I've never had this happen before.
Right click a token. Right-click a token, add to initiative,
Add
then
turn.
manually put in the number. Yeah.
Gotcha. And what was it? 22.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, Kavara, you are standing at the end of this hallway, approximately 50 feet down. You see this huge writhing mass of black goo just flump down from the ceiling, splattering Artlocks with acid. He recoils as he tries to brush it off of him, but he just starts developing blisters on his hands.
Well, actually, all you really hear is Artlock swearing a bunch.
So, oh yeah, because he can't see him from there. Good point. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to get across this pit. Like, how far is it in length?
It is 5 feet across.
Technically, I could just stretch my arms out and just grab the other side. Just
So
fall
you're
and
gonna
grab.
stand on the edge and just pivot forward and fall and try to grab the other side with your face?
That was I could do it with my hands, but it was just a joke. Acrobatics.
All right.
No,
Tell me- tell
not
me-
athletics. Athletics.
All right, so roll for that. All right, you make it. And that's so it's 5 feet across, 10 feet for that one. So you still got 20 feet to move after that.
End of my turn. I can't really do anything.
I mean, you at least can make the movement.
He did.
I did.
Oh.
I can't make it away all the way across.
He jumped. He successfully jumped across and then ran forward.
Well, I can't see his token, so I was just
Yeah.
wondering if you know the movement or not.
I'm still in the hallway. It's very long. It's deceptive.
Okay.
Well, initiative. So next, Snow. It is your turn.
Seeing this break out, how on a quick note, just mapped in the theater of the mind here. How large is this slab of table? Like what's the distance between me and Artlocks?
It's whatever the ruler says.
Well, am I engaged with this?
You are within 5 feet of it, so if you tried to move past it, it would get an attack of opportunity against you.
Well, seeing a giant thing of black tar and going, fuck that shit, I spend a key point and I engage and run the fuck away.
So you run, you just
Disengage.
you disengage. That's what I was on. You disengage,
disengage.
and run.
Yeah, I get for a free action. I get to disengage and just get
so
out.
You got a free action, so you disengage from the black mass.
Mhm.
But Bob's in the way. He's blocking the entrance, standing there. So if you want to try to kind of push past him, give me acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics.
All right, you just kind of knock Bob out of the way. You just push past him, and you run down the hallway.
All right, now,
So now I'm in the
Face to
way.
face with a dragon.
do it again.
Do it again.
Fuck
Do the
me.
same thing.
Okay.
And you run past the dragon.
I'm not in the mood to fight a.
That looks like about your maximum movement.
Not even close. I still got another 15 feet.
How far
I got-
can you move?
I got 40 feet. I'm
40
stuck with the
feet,
wind
and
now.
it was 10 one way, and then like 25 the other. 10, 15 feet that way, 20, 25 the other way. Yeah, you're pretty much
I
out.
can still go one more.
All right, you can move
Well.
one more tile.
No,
Not quite to
where are
the-
you
yeah.
going?
There you go.
I'm running. There's a
Okay,
giant
so
black mass of
that
goo.
was Snow. That was Snow's turn. Artlocks, you are also engaged.
Right.
I
Run.
I can't disengage and run like you.
Run,
Well, you can
run,
just,
you fool.
It would just get an attack of opportunity against you.
Yeah, it probably would be best to try to lead it into the pit.
Yeah, it's not a problem at all.
Yeah, but
knew
on
you'd
the
like
other side of
I
it,
knew you'd love this, Roach.
it would have 4 attacks of opportunity against me.
Do a
Well,
full.
I'm gonna let you, because it's kind of in the corner and it's just kind of like sloshed over, kind of slumped down on the corner of that dais. You could just kind of leap up onto the, I keep saying days, up onto that pedestal, kind of kick some of the armor aside in the way and leap through. And it would only, because it's kind of diagonal, it would just be one to get to about where Bob is. But you would still have to, get past Bob who's standing in the way. Highburn, I'm sorry. I got to stay in character.
I thought that problem too, since we just got out of Star Trek, and I gotta go resituate myself with everyone's names again. On a side note, I said "Run, you fool!" as I was running away.
Fly, you fools!
Didn't hear copyrighted music playing.
God, I thought the music I had selected was on a loop. Guess it's not.
No.
Well, yeah, there's a little thing you can click next to the actual play button that changes into a loop.
Ah, there we go.
It'd be so great to have some Lord of the Rings playing right now, but that's copyrighted, without a
See,
doubt.
I have a problem that I pledged to defend the body.
There's no body. It's just.
But you're chaotic.
There is a corroded suit of armor, and the desiccated remains. Not even a skeleton remains of the body that was inside the suit.
Remember, the corrosion. Corrosion. Wink. Corrosion.
Hey, meta knowledge.
Oh shit! I'm being burnt alive as well.
So man, he would know that he's melting.
Yeah, you wouldn't know that you were splashed with acid.
Okay.
And for the sake of keeping this going, you got about 20 seconds to figure out what you're doing, and then you lose your turn.
Oh my god. Okay, I am going to therefore. Okay, hear me out here. I'm gonna try and use a spell that forces the creature away as my disengage. Is that possible?
Forces the creature away? You could surely try.
And then I'm gonna try and use that as an opportune moment to try and dart away.
All right. Give me what you got.
Alright, I'm gonna try and cast Thunder Wave using my loot as my magic. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from me, and this might push Bob a bit, but I'm gonna try and push it away.
No, it wouldn't. Actually.
Okay.
Bob's out of range.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I'm gonna try and push this thing away from me and do a runner.
All right. So, Wave of Thunder is a 15-foot cube originating from the Constitution saving throw. You must make a Constitution saving throw. So you conjure. Let's just say, for the sake of things, you just kind of rub your hands together, bring them out like this, and you just slap your hands together, and there's a thunderous cloud of concussive force that emanates out from you. And let's see. What was the DC on that?
We'll just spell DC.
My spell save DC is 12.
All right. So the cacophonous blast kind of it throws the corroded remains of the armor and the knight off of the pedestal and just kind of splatters it out in the air. It hits the kind of the outer layer of the ooze and then just dissipates.
It still takes half damage.
Yes, but it was not moved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't. Okay. Instead of running, I'm gonna.
What was the damage on that creature? Take
1d8 for half.
I instead of therefore hiding.
you want to roll what damage you do to this thing?
Oh, me.
Or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you do it.
Okay.
Because I see that it doesn't move, and instead of running away, therefore I'm gonna
roll.
Take 7 damage.
Actually, you're supposed to roll 2d8 and then halve what you rolled. That's how the halve works. You have to actually roll the total first. Then you have it.
So
That's
13,
Whoa.
take 6.
Yeah, take 6.
Take 6. So I see that it isn't moved. Instead of running away, therefore I flip this shield around that I've picked up and hold it in front of me.
Okay, so now you are guarding yourself from the gelatinous ooze
Add 2d
with the shield.
Add 2 to your AC now.
Is
not.
he proficient in
I'm
shields?
not proficient in shields, so I wouldn't.
Well, that just means you don't get to. That just means you no longer can cast magic. You
Oh.
still get
Because
the
you don't have
AC
a free
modifier.
hand. You don't have a
okay.
free
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, you still get the
But-
AC modifier from it. You just don't get. You're considered. What is it? You're considered encumbered, and you can't cast spells. Is that that's the proficiency negative for not having a proficiency in armor? I think?
To be able, cantrips you could do with your mind, I believe, but spells you do have to have like a free hand.
Well, it's not the free hand. It's just you're being encumbered by the shield. So even cantrips he can't cast because that's
really?
magic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the downside. If you're a caster that has armor proficiencies, you get to use those. But if you don't, you're too encumbered to do the necessary movements to make your spells.
Shield's a detriment.
Yeah.
A battle
So-
mage, that would be awesome.
I just have a theory that because this shield was left completely unharmed in the room, I feel it might be, protective against certain.
Well, unless you have
Acidic properties.
shield as a spell, the shield
It's
2
my
AC
best
on top of it is probably your best thing to have right now.
bet. Yeah.
You can
Okay.
stab it with a rapier.
So
stab it.
that is your turn. Tyburn, what do you do?
Am I engaged with this thing?
No, you are not engaged because you succeeded in your dexterity throw.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Run
live over
away.
here now. I'll live there, and then I can still see it, so I'm gonna cast a little bit of Sacred Flame on its ass.
Sacred Flame!
Flame.
Let's see, Sacred Flame.
What's your DC on that, Bob?
13, I think.
DC of 13 on Dex.
Dex.
It hits.
Yeah. Damn right it does.
It hits, and that
You
does
son of a bitch.
Dexterous or take 1d8 radiant damage. Okay, so you retreat down the hallway. You turn around, you say your sacred flame words, and there's a little bit of a burst of light inside the ooze, and it just kind of bubbles a little bit, and it takes 2 damage.
Jesus. It's
Okay.
not a really good damaging spell, is it?
It's almost like it's not meant to do a lot of damage.
Is that a cantrip?
It's just a cantrip.
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
little
okay.
one.
I was gonna say that's a first level spell. That's pretty shit.
Okay, so now it is the monstrosity's turn. So
You almost said it.
I did almost say it. Second.
I think I know what this is, unfortunately.
You might very well know what this is. So, it took damage from that spell Bob threw at it. Tyburn threw at it, but it was just a little bit of a on the inside, then immediately collapsed back in on itself. There's only one humanoid left in the room that it senses as dangerous. So it turned towards Artlox, not like turned towards it, but you can see it kind of shifting its mass in his direction. And let's see, it is going to roll 16 versus AC.
Good job, Bob. Good job.
16 versus AC.
No, we don't have Tasha Yar to take the hit this
Hit.
time.
Okay, so it kind of rears up in this like a little bit more of a solid form and just comes crashing down. That's with the shield, right? That's with your shield AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
God's got to make a decision here.
Okay,
Ascended Borkvarrd.
So
Mitch, I'm sorry.
it slams you instinctively shield yourself with your literal shield, and the force of this hulking monstrosity hitting you deals 6 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, fuck.
6
Oh,
bludgeoning
that's-
damage.
Go, wait a, give it a second.
Give it a second. The shield takes the force of the impact, and that black sludge that hit you before splashes out around it, and it gets on you. It doesn't get on your skin, but it gets. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Like studded leather, I think.
So it gets
just
on
leather.
your studded leather armor, and it starts hissing on your studded leather armor, and your armor permanently takes -1 AC.
Run, you fool!
I am gonna have to, yeah.
All right, and now it is Kavara's turn.
Thunder breath that bitch.
Hey, can I see it from this hallway? Right here?
I mean, yeah, you're looking right the fuck at it from like 20 feet away.
Okay.
Don't hit it with the sword, please don't hit it.
It's eating Midge right now.
You just saw it rear up. It is gelatinous. You know, it kind of forms itself up into this huge, like amorphous fist. It slams down at Artlox. Well, you can see Artlox kneeling down behind the shield, and it kind of just like sloughing off around him. You see he's in trouble, clearly.
Get away from him, you bitch.
Get away from him, you bitch. Great. Okay, Kavara, what do you do?
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna lightning this sludge monster. What? It's not gonna fucking hurt ya!
Okay, so roll for your lightning breath.
No, it's a dexterity save.
Oh, it's a dex save.
You know what I'm freaking out at now, Roach.
Okay.
Which I've been doing this wrong. It's 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Is there a DC on that?
Yeah, let me get it.
Well, it doesn't matter because it rolled so low on a dex save that it fucking hits. So what happens is you see all these people retreating out of the room down the hallway behind you. You wheel around and you see the large the large sludge there, and you open your mouth and you launch your lightning breath down the length of the hallway. It impacts the black sludge, and you can see the lightning ripple through whatever this is in front of you. And then a big kind of fold forms in the middle. And hang on one second. This happens.
Midge is so dead now.
It splits down the middle, and now there are two smaller piles of
medium-sized creatures.
Yeah, medium-sized piles of not piles, but amorphous blobs of goo standing in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna run at one of them.
Standing there. It's just there. And hang on one sec, because I need initiative on the second one.
You needed to like get the Minecraft slime sound effect.
Yeah. Well, that one rolled initiative 0, so.
Wow. Okay.
That's good. It never moved.
So you move. So you advance towards this smaller thing in front of you.
Yes, and I'm gonna take a swing at it with my longsword.
Okay. So roll for that.
Yeah,
That's
so
a
lightning
really
breath
smart
is
idea.
That hits.
That
Roll
was
for damage.
So close. That was so close to critical. God damn it.
Roll for damage.
9.
You do. Well, hang on one second here.
Right.
Let me just finagle this health.
Damage.
Don't say anything. It's not your turn.
You're making it worse.
Let's say.
Kamar only know how to hit. Why no hit work?
I just want to make sure I get the health right on all of these.
Midge, I'm sorry, Midge. You had a good
Okay, so you take
I'm
your
not gonna
long
let
sword.
Mitch die. I am
Take
not.
your long sword and you just come crashing down at this pile of viscous goo. Your sword goes straight through it, clanks into the ground. You pull out your longsword. It is covered with this viscous black material, and your longsword permanently takes -1 to hit.
Okay.
Also,
Now there are 2 more, or now there's 1 more.
Now there's 2 smalls and 1 medium.
now
Yep.
and that happens.
You just made it so much worse, Sly.
You just hit it with the 2 things that you shouldn't hit it with.
I mean,
I
obviously Kavar wouldn't know that.
did not see. I didn't think that would actually happen.
This is. I'm not even a part of this encounter, but it's still.
This is what I get for me and Roach
Just
accidentally.
FYI, Roach. You can hear the screaming.
Oh yeah, I can.
Echoing through the corridors out the gap, the human/horse-sized gap made in the stone edifice.
It's better than any grave robber deserves. That's all I think.
It is now Snow's turn.
I have a conflict of interest right now. My life or my best friend's life right now.
You just hear Midge at the end of the hallway shrieking.
Also remember that you succeeded 2 acrobatic saves to get to where you are.
I know.
And you need to get back into the room. You would need to do 2 more, and you still would need to do 1 to get over the pit because you jumped over here, and you're going to need to jump back.
Well, hey guys, sooner or later, you're just going to cut it in half so many times. The ones that you have left, you can just step on to kill. It just takes some time. You'll be good.
Your way through the bottom of your shoe. Kavar, did you mark down that you now have -1 to hit with, or no? Is it -1 to hit or -1 to damage?
Even on her silver sword?
She was using her.
She didn't use a silver sword.
No.
She specifically said longsword. Let me
Remember,
see.
you do have your silver
I
sword
know.
that we got. All right.
Kavar, you also take 1d8 acid damage.
Okay.
It's actually a 1 penalty to damage rolls, so
damage.
it doesn't do as much damage.
Okay.
How large
You took
are
1
the
acid
small
damage.
ones?
They're small. It was large. Then you got hacked down to 2 mediums. Now
Like,
it's a medium.
give
and a
me an
small.
actual size, because I have an
Halfling.
idea.
It's like the size of a halfling.
I think Mitch could just jump over them now.
I
both
look
of his
back,
legs and drag him down.
and I grab a pot out of my pack, and I go, cover it with the pot.
All right. So what do you do with the pot? You
I
hand it
give
to Tybert.
Give it to Tybert, and be like, cover it with a pot.
So that is that. Are you gonna move or do anything else?
And then I'm going to flight still.
All right. You're gonna give me acrobatics. Get over the pit.
Dear God, don't fail me now. All right, good.
You succeed. And you can move.
Shoot that demon.
You can move. I think you can move a little bit farther than that.
Let's say so. I was right here. 7, 20,
So it's about.
30.
You can move another 10 feet.
I
Yeah,
can move.
you
to
can move
right
there.
there.
That's fine. Yeah, you can move there.
You need to get the scaling right on this stuff. That is weird scale.
How so? Each square is 5 feet.
Yeah. The thing is that like in my maps, I
That's-
have a
Oh
snap
no,
to
sorry,
grid.
7 feet. 7 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, it should be 5 feet.
Right. Artlocks, what do you do?
Right. I'm gonna use the stone, like the stone like placement to give me extra height for to do an acrobatic over the 2 smaller ones into
Okay.
the arms of Kavara. And
Alright,
I'm
so
literally
you're
gonna
trying to-
shout to Kavara, catch.
All right,
I'm
so
holding up my arms.
you stand back
Go
up.
ahead, John, toss me.
Like bits of leather falling off of you as the acid eats through it. And you shout literally to Kavar. You say, "Catch!" You step up on the stone pedestal there, the stone slab, and roll acrobatics.
And die.
Okay, so you step up onto the stone pedestal, and you step right on top of one of the corroded bits of armor that got knocked about. You trip and fall forward, landing on top of the ooze in front of you. Do a somersault and roll towards Kavara. So you've made it onto the other side, but you've also landed on top of the pile of goop. So you take, well, actually, let's just say you take another -1 AC to your armor for that hit.
Now run, you damn fool, run!
And then I'm gonna try and get behind the dragon now.
All right, so athletics or acrobatics to get onto the other side of the dragon, blocking the corridor. You just
Where were you a minute ago?
you
bounce off the ceiling.
So
You
do
around
that
around him.
You do that somersault and you land right in front of him. You bounce right back up. Your hands go onto his shoulders. You do a flip over him, and you're on the other side.
Okay. Cool. And
Any
then-
other movement you can
well,
use?
not a movement, but as a bonus action, I'm gonna give Kavara Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Oh, God.
So Kavara has.
She'll feel real inspired as she dies.
I'm not gonna fucking die.
I could have healed myself.
Wait, when did
That's a
Kavar
bonus
become
action.
Scottish?
I don't know.
Oh,
Your
you killed
accent
her!
changes
You
every
just
10
killed
minutes.
her!
Why are you giving her shit?
Because it's expected of Snow.
All right.
Why is there an X on her?
So that was your turn.
Why is there
and
an-
it is
oh, there it is.
it is now Tyburn's turn. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put that on you.
She's not gonna die. The X appeared. I was like, what?
Kavara dies of a heart attack because the stress got to her too much.
So Tyburn, what do you do?
We're gonna Sacred Flame the nearest slime.
Sacred Flame to let's say that one right there. Okay, I didn't mean to move it. Sorry about that. Save. What was the DC on that?
13.
Oh, by the way, Ben,
13
what is the weight
for-
of this shield and stuff? So I can put it on my
The
character.
weight of the shield. Why don't we let's just say the adrenaline's pumping. You don't notice the weight of the shield right now.
Okay, cool.
We'll do that later.
It was
Wait, no,
was that deck save?
When you're
Yep.
not melting.
It hits. Damage. So it takes 4 damage. So, you do the same thing. A light kind of forms inside the sludge. Because it's a much smaller sludge, you see it a lot brighter, and kind of parts, it boils outwards, and parts of the sludge kind of disseminate out. So it takes a little bit of damage. All right. So now it is this thing's turn. So
The big-
this. Yep. It just kind of oozes forwards. Just kind of oozes right over the other smaller ones, which kind of form into it and then form out again outside the back of it. It rears up again, but it's much smaller because it's half the size of the first one that tried to attack Midge, and it does a attack straight at Kavara, and 24 to
It is
AC.
damage.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
All right, so it does 8 bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Your armor takes permanent -1 to AC. Are you wearing armor?
No, I'm not.
Well, that means Ben's got to roll another dice.
Yeah, that's
Well-
good.
What is it if you are a barbarian? I mean, you have unarmored defense.
Oh wait,
You don't
actually,
have armor,
You have
though.
permanent
Oh.
armor.
See, that doesn't matter in this instance.
That's your
I'm
natural.
not raged. I'm not raged.
So
Yeah.
let's see. Yeah. Also, this is
It's a couple of D8s you got to roll there, Ben.
Yeah. It is. So.
Wait. Hold on. Let me scroll up. There was something about resilience.
No,
Are you sure you don't have any armor?
Do you have any? You're not wearing any armor at all.
Hold
You
on.
have
got
the
a
clothes
shield.
on your back.
Are you wearing
Hold
some
on.
sturdy boots?
And unless you have acid resistance, not gonna matter.
It's a dragon.
I got dragon scales. That's about it.
Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like oh well, my skin's my armor.
You
Okay,
take
Yeah.
the big giant mass. It slams into you.
Mm-mm.
It just washes over your body. Your scales start, it gets in down between your scales, and they start kind of popping off, exposing the musculature underneath. It's ripped musculature, but your skin is literally falling off, and you take 18 acid damage.
How much?
18.
18.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kavar just collapses. Just goes straight.
Oh my god.
All right.
Kavara just
And that is that guy's turn. Now it is this guy's turn, and let me just check.
Hey Ben, you finally figured out how to kill Kavara. Congrats.
I didn't actually expect things to go this poorly, but okay.
Well,
mean,
who wants to
put a
fucking
giant-
grab the dragon?
Are
You
you
put a
down? Like,
giant-
fully down.
Blob of acid.
All right, so
How does that go well?
This one moves behind the other black acid, or the black sludge, tar, acid, whatever you want to call it at this point. It goes up to the wall. It slides up the
Pudding
wall
consistency.
and starts moving down the corridor, attached to the wall, past Kavara.
These things are worse than fucking aliens, xenomorphs.